I have been hyper focused on this dang old cardigan for like the past week and a half because I want to get it out to y'all as a pattern. Is the video jumpy? I don't know. I just reset my phone because I didn't accidentally let it die. But anyways, this is the market vlog. So let's get away from this. I keep on messing up on this thing. I just can't do it right now. I'm walking away and taking a break and doing other things that I need to do for my market. Oh, I gotta go back in there and start pricing things. I have like just a few more things I need to price. I said this in my actual like normal weekly vlogs. I will not be going through each and every single item that I have on these tables because I hated editing that. I'm not gonna lie. Editing that was so boring, and I'm not gonna make myself suffer, and thus you guys will no longer suffer. I will tell you a couple of things that I am doing, like right here. Actually, let me just flip you guys around. It'll be easier that way. On this table right here, we have all of my discount stuff. I did mark these down to 25. I hated doing these, and these never move. I want them out of my inventory. Please take them out of my inventory. It took me a lot of work. I don't want them. Please get them out of my way. I have these all marked down. I just don't believe I'm going to be making any more bandanas in the future. Maybe if I have more scrap yarn. But these are all marked down. I wanted to mark these down anyways because I didn't really like them in general. These ones I might make again. I'm not sure. This one, I hate the design right here. So although this one's marked down, it's still at the price of the other ones that doesn't have this on it. I hate this. I just don't like the way it came out. I might make these ones again. I don't know. Then we have all of our Halloween stuff right here, all 50% off or like near 50% off. These ones are not on sale. These are my fuck ice or fuck the system, abolish ice piggies. I just wanted to put it in front to let people know where I stand, especially in this climate. We got these guys. I never wear them. We got our not so good stripies because this is before I learned about the slip stitch method. These ones, I miscounted some stitches in here. This one's too tight. And then, well, these ones aren't part of it. I just need to move them over here. But as you can see, I cannot walk over there and set this side up. This side, I know what I want to do. We're going to have our mannequins up there. We're going to have our berets there, much like what we did for Wicked Wilds, just a little bit more condensed, just a tiny bit. But this is going to be the not sale side. We have our candy right here. I think it's kind of cute in a little candy bowl. We're going to have scrunchies down here, which I need to itemize that. Oh, down here, we have our little... I want to make more of these. The issue is I don't like the way that it doesn't taper off. So the next design I'm going to do with this is going to taper off, and then I'll mark that up at full price. And yeah, that's the basics of this. Whatever. Oh, these ones I didn't talk about these. These are all witch hats I've made previously. I never wear them. I made them when I was first getting into sewing, when I was first getting back into crochet. Didn't know what yarns I wanted to use. I don't wear them, so those are going to have to go to a new home because I don't want them. Before I put this away, this little basket right here is all trades. I wanted to add more to it, like yarn, but like I'm already bringing a lot of stuff. I think that if I were to go as an attendee, I'll bring yarn with me. I have quite a few blanket yarns that I no longer want in my closet because I don't work with those yarns at all. I think I have a couple chenille yarns too that I just want to get rid of, but I just don't have, like, I'm already at 3 bags and that's not counting the hardware. So yeah, this is the bag full of trades. There's some stuff in there from my sister-in-law because she also had a market in, when was it? October. And she just doesn't want it in her inventory anymore either. So we got some pumpkins and we got a bunch of candy from when I started making candy for the first time. And then some stuff like super F-grade stuff like this. You can see how bad that is. And then I also have some pine cones from MegaCon. I didn't get a chance to hand them all out. So yeah, we got some trades in here. I'm probably going to add more if I have time. I do have a quest, and I'll tell you guys about that quest later. I need to focus on this. I need to stop distracting myself. I need to get everything packed. Before I pack everything away, I wanted to show y'all. This bag is full of just berets and hats, I believe. I think it's just hats berets, and fingerless gloves. Then this bag all the way over here, that's all bandanas, and then I got some of my headdresses in there, and a couple like hair clips, and then my little logo. Then we have this bag, which is going to be like other miscellaneous stuff like sewn clothes. I also have like some amigurumi, I have scrunchies, I have my little hair tie baubles. This little guy I'm trying to get rid of, also discount by the way. Then this bag, it's definitely miscellaneous. There's hardware in there, and then I have my bags on top. I'm probably going to reorganize this. I don't know, but like I need to get stuff in here. These little poles for my dresser thing, my rack, does not fit in here. I can't find anything for these to fit in. It's really frustrating. And one day we'll get something that it fits in. These also don't fit in the suitcase. The suitcase is down here. I have some more hardware in there, and of course my Halloween candies. But it's just, I have too much stuff, and I want to get rid of it. This bad boy needs a wash after market season. Everything is packed. We have this bag full of hardwares. You guys already know what's in everything, so let me just show you tables, chairs, tent, hardwares and others. Hardwares and others. No, soft side. Stuff. All stuff. Need to go in car. Car not here. Need to make sandbag. Sandbag not full. Ah! Good morning. Here's the fit check. Honestly, I'm not ready. Like, okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just wearing basics until we get there, because our load-in time is 9:30 a.m. and it's going to be real cold, and I get overstimulated in the cold. It's just too much for me. I know most people get overstimulated in the heat. I cannot stand the cold. So with the high only being like 58 today, I haven't checked since yesterday, but the high is only like in the 50s. So I'm going to be pretty miserable. I think it's supposed to drop as the day goes on, and there's like a chance of it raining at around 11. So this is the fit until I get there. I have a whole outfit packed in here. And then I'll just show you guys what that looks like after we get set up. Packed up. We got my little hat there. We got a lot back here. My husband did a good clean out last night. Right now we're just setting up his car mount so he doesn't have to keep on looking down at his lap. I'm directionally challenged, so I can't really give him any directions. Anytime that he asks me for directions, I'm just like, and then I forget. So just getting the car mount set up. That way we make it over there worry-free, basically. And then we'll get set up. What time is it? It's like 8:15. So it's
8:15, and it only takes an hour to get there. Yeah. So we have like a full 15 minutes of wiggle room.
15 minutes. My setup does not take up too long because I'm still new. This is my third market ever. So I'm still learning what I want to do. I watched the Discord. Everybody was talking about the booth setups and how they want to change up their booth every time they see somebody else's booth. I want to as well, unfortunately for me. But anyways, we're on our way. So we're about 14 minutes away, and I just realized I forgot my skirt. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm gonna be so cold. Whatever. Goldenrod City. Let's go, Whitney. No, we pull up. Da, 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 da. Capybara. There's tents back there. I don't know if we're allowed to set up early. It's only what time? 9:13. Here's our little packet. I gotta fill this out. I have some things I want to do. I want to probably ask for 2 more of these because I have specific things. But our little packet, yippee! Hello from a basically set table. Husband got sent to go get some more cinder blocks because our setup isn't quite too standard. They were worried that a guest or customer would come through and accidentally kick our little blocks. So he's getting cinder blocks right now, and I'm getting dressed without my pants on. That's such a shame that I forgot my skirt because I'm going to be cold, but whatever. Maybe if husband comes back in time, then I'll go and peruse around. Hopefully somebody will have a brown skirt or something on sale. I doubt it, but there's always a chance. We're just going to get dressed, brush out my hair, and then I'll show you guys the layout. How's it look? Let's take a look. Forgot my pants. Also, I accidentally rubbed the nose makeup off literally right after somebody complimented me. So, ta-da! This has been the roughest setup ever. I remember telling you guys that it doesn't take that long to set up. This tent, we had to ask help from 2-3 neighbors down because they had the same kind of tent that we did, and they were very kind and they just said pay it forward. They were so nice and helped us out. We're short, so we have to pop in the top right here. Just a heads up, if you have ABC canopy, those things need to pop up. Probably bring a step stool. That would help. Also, our actual neighbor right here warned us that when they were vending in November, that the wind still knocked all their stuff over. So once it gets too windy, we're gonna probably have to take this wall down. I'm gonna be so cold. I need my husband to get back so I can go on a walk and see if anybody's selling any pants, because I can't believe I forgot to bring pants. It's not even pants, it's like literally a skirt. And like it's the warmest skirt. I mean, it's cotton, but at least it would keep my legs covered. All right. Well, oh, let me show you guys the tent, I guess, before I show you guys everything. So we wanted to fill out these things. This is like our quest thing. Oh, I didn't even see the back. But what I have are wanted RuneScape Neopets or Hunchback of Notre Dame merch delivered to me. And then their reward is going to be like one free discount item because I want to get rid of this stuff. And then also, if they don't want that, they can do $5 off of a full price item, which is going to be anything over on this side. And I'll let them know like everything up here is all discounted. I'll give you guys that tour soon, but I need to go put this on the job board. And then we have this. I need to figure out how to put it somewhere. I don't know, but we have this. Maybe I'll just stick it over here. I forgot to tape my trade because these are all for trade. And then I gotta tape this somewhere too. This is the map. Cute. All right, let me go around. So if you were coming into my booth, hello husband, you would come up to my discount side. All of this is discounted except for like this guy right here. And then we have my little piggy abolish ice candy. But everything on this side is discounted. And then over on this side is all my non-discounted stuff, which I think works out great because I want to get rid of this. Not that I don't want to get rid of that. It's just I'm prioritizing getting rid of this. And then we have my clothes. I have the discounted clothes on the front, and then in the back I have the non-discounted stuff. And yeah, there's like not much more to talk about because you guys saw my market vlog from last week. I'm gonna go to the front and turn in my little quest thing. Okay, we are on a journey to find pants. I don't think I'm gonna find anything, and if I do, it's probably not gonna be in my size. But I do see quite a few clothing vendors here, which is really exciting. So fingers crossed. I'm gonna go to the front and then I'm gonna like kind of zigzag as much as I can before 12 p.m. because that's when the VIPs come in. Okay, update, no pants, but I bought yarn and it's UV reactive. I'm gonna like ply it with another yarn. I don't know which one, but I think I'm gonna mix it with a black yarn that I have just so like, I don't know. I want, this is so pretty. It's hand dyed and it's bamboo. So look at this yarn. Okay, you can't really see. Oh my, whatever. I got a couple compliments on my way back and they're like, oh, it's so cute. I'm like, I forgot my skirt and I'm very cold, but they were very nice. I'm so happy to find this yarn. Very pretty. I don't remember if I told y'all, but our neighbors were warning us about like maybe it getting too windy. Hi.
I saw your thing on the board.
Oh yeah. Well, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
All right. So somebody just came up to my table and asking about RuneScape and Hunchback of Notre Dame. If I'm here next time, then I will bring some stuff with me, and then we can do a little tradesies. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like he wanted to bring a RuneScape book with him, or like a Hunchback of Notre Dame like 4-chapter thing. I'm like, I'm the Hunchback, husband's the RuneScape, so whichever will do. Oh yeah, so our neighbors were warning us about if it gets too windy. So if it gets too windy, we'll knock down the walls. But right now, it's keeping us nice, warm, and cozy. So I'm grateful for it. Husband came back with food. What is it?
It's firfir. So it's sauteed onions and tomatoes with like a whole bunch of spices, and then injera.
So it's Ethiopian food. And then this one, what was this one?
The other one's a
Lemon ginger, you said?
yeah, a lemon ginger pound cake.
Yummy! This is so good, by the way. Did you catch the person's name? The people who sold this to you? No? Okay, well, if you're here, we don't think, we just do. If you are ever near that Ethiopian food truck, maybe I'll remember and I'll put the sign here, the name here. But so good, so spiced, vegetarian. I think you said like almost everything there was vegetarian
Or vegan.
or vegan. So extra plus. So good. Our resident DoorDasher, my husband, went on another trip, so he's going to get some more food, probably more Ethiopian food. It is getting drastically colder, and boy, oh boy, I'm so upset that I forgot my skirt because that would have kept me at least 2 degrees warmer. I'm going to suffer, but we do have hand warmers inside one of my bags over here, so that's going to help at least a little bit. I'm wearing 2 layers of socks. Well, okay, so 2 socks, 1 pair of leggings, 1 pair of bicycle shorts, 2 layers up here, 3 layers right here. It's doing something. At least my neck's warm, so that's a huge plus. But we gotta do what we can. I'm trying to crochet as much as I can before my hands are too cold to do anything. Ooh, somebody has a hot beverage, so I might send my husband out to go get me a hot beverage. There was something I was going to tell you guys, but I forgot. It was probably something about my... Oh, we've seen Minecraft cosplayers today. That's what's so fun about this event is like people are allowed to cosplay and they're allowed to wear all of their like fursuits, especially since it's cold. It's such a great idea to wear their fursuits. But I've made sales. I sold one of my candy corn plushes. I literally told them, please get this off of my hand. I don't want it here. And they're like, yeah, deal. And then what my best friend came through and bought one of my trans bandanas. And they're wearing it around as a cape, which is really, really fun. And then there was another person that came by and bought one of my Ace bandanas, which makes me happy because he literally said, we don't have much representation. I'm like, yeah, I bought up all the yarn I could when Joanne closed, so I could give us representation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some rearranging with my clothes. Hold on, let me show you. That's what it looks like right now, and it kind of just looks like bleh. And the Halloween thing is in the front, so I kind of want to change it around so I can have my crochet in the front because I'm more of a crocheter than a sewist. Okay, immediately as soon as I moved my shawls back forward, I moved those forward, and somebody was like, oh my gosh. So instant gratification. They didn't buy it, but they were very nice and they were so sweet and they were dressed so cutely, and I'm so bad at complimenting people back, but you were so cute too. Another fun thing about this market is the fact that it's like cowboy themed. So there's so many people dressed in little cowboy outfits and it's so dang cute. Oh yeah, he's wearing his flannel to represent.
The closest thing I got.
It is the closest thing you got. We saw somebody not too long ago that was wearing like a Hatsune Miku cowboy outfit, which is so cute. It's very always very Texas of them. But like even some of our booth neighbors are like in cowboy gear and it's so cute. We've had a couple sales. It's a lot more than I was expecting. Also, I had my first trade and it was like a candy, stacked candy bracelet, and I got strawberry hand sanitizer out of it. So that's great. Yippee! Our friend just came back to my table real quick to let me know that Joey Fatone is here. Hello? Also, I sold another one of my shrugs, so I have to get back to working on making those again. Hi, welcome. Hello. Thank you. So everything on this side is discounted besides the pigs and the bat collars, and then everything back here is like my newer stuff. Oh, and everything in here is for trade. Feel free to try anything on. I have my mirror right here. Yeah, they're just pigs, but they have some messages on them. The clip also detaches, so you can wear it as like a bow as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Multi-purpose.
Oh, awesome.
These two? All right. And are we doing cash or card today? Card? Yeah. All right, we got 6 and 20. All right, where's my phone? All right, $26 is your total, and we're doing card. Tap to pay. It's going to be on the back, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Everybody's phone is a little bit different. There it goes. There we go. We'll go ahead and put in trick or treat. All right, and did you want your receipt today?
Nothing.
No? All right, thank you. Have a good day. Here, we can put that back up there. Sorry. You're fine.
Here. I'm like, oh.
I got it. No worries. Thank you. Have fun. Stay warm. Ice cream. It's so cold. Okay,
Ice cream never melts.
I'm too cold.
Everything is pain. Everything is.
Just did another trade. We got this little guy. Woo! Look at us. We're all so cold back here. We had to take down this because the tent almost flew away. We did another trade. I got an SOS. SOS. Folks, it's 5:30 and we packed up early because the wind got really bad there. Like, I wanted to talk to you and tell you guys about it, but like all hands were on deck. There were 4 of us at one point, just like holding down my tent because of how strong that wind was. It was tough, man. Yeah, we're heading out. We were so lucky that they let us close early, head out early. Oh, I think they were doing something indoors, which is really nice.
That's where the tattoo.
Oh, the tattoo. Oh, I forgot about tattoos. Yeah. It sucks that we had to leave early, but I'm very grateful that they let us leave early because like this wind was it was dangerous. Like I don't remember if I told you guys, but our booth neighbor, like catty corner to us, their tent came tumbling down. I was telling you guys earlier, our booth neighbor right next to the left of us was warning us about that. So luckily we knew it was coming. So we were all able to like jump up and grab our tent before it started flying and then start tearing our walls down. Whew, what a day. This car is a mess. I just started throwing stuff into bags because I just didn't know what to do. So we're on our way to Hot Pot, the one near Disney Springs, because that's our favorite hot K-Pot. Thanks for being there for me. Thank Luis and Clark as well. They're the best. I love them so much. Welcome to the end of the video where I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the ending yet because this is only my 3rd market and I am only just starting to enjoy editing. I feel like normally I talk about the stock that I sold individually. I'm not going to do that. That sounds boring. Instead, I'm going to just tell you how much money we made. Overall, we made $546, which is more than my last market, but a little bit less than my very first market. And honestly, I don't really care about numbers at this point. I just want to get my name out there, and I'm very grateful to make Table. Hold on, Apollo needs my attention. Table was only $85. I threw an extra $10 at them because I feel like this organization does such a great job. It serves the community very, very well. It represents the queer community very, very well. And I just really love what they do, what they stand for. They are very active in the thrifting / trading community, and I absolutely adore that. And eventually I want to, honestly, maybe in the future, come back and do some like food trades because that's something I want to get into in the future is growing. Because I kind of have a hobby in gardening. I'm not the best at it. I grew up doing it as a kid and I thought it was the most tedious task because it was my mom's garden. And now that I'm an adult and I am so anti-establishment right now, that's my way of trying to serve the community. So I think I might bring like veggies one day if I'm still in Florida. I don't know. We might move out of the state. That's all besides the point. That's me going on a tangent. Overall, the market was great. Let me show you guys the stuff that I got. So I did talk about some of this in the vlog, but I want to talk more extensively about it. Maybe, I don't know. But this one right here, you guys already saw me extensively talk about it. So the word I meant to say was double strand, but I think I said double ply it. But I plan on double stranding it with a black yarn, maybe one of my thread yarns. I don't know. I think maybe if I get into tapestry, this would be great. Having a black background and having this pop color, really awesome. I can't wait to use it. I love how thin it is. Super phenomenal. Thank you. Then we have this shirt that my husband bought. Okay, we also bought a lot of food. My husband specifically bought a lot of food, and I wish that we were able to buy more food. My husband is an absolute foodie. Anytime there's like a new restaurant, he kind of like knows about it, especially if it's like an Asian restaurant. I don't want to get too much talking about my husband because I love him so much and I'm just going to talk a lot about him. He also purchased this shirt and it came with a sticker. I don't know where the sticker is right now, but it came with the shirt. This is the front. This is the back. So he bought it from a company called Monkey Jungle, and I don't remember if I took a look at it. Oh, by the way, I wanted to get some B-roll with him from my husband because he's not the type to talk to y'all, my vlog, you guys. But since he was the one going out and about because he was trying to meet up with a friend as well, and he was grabbing us more food, the DoorDasher that he is. I was going to ask him to do some B-roll, but the weather really started picking up during that time while he was out, and he just had some other issues that he didn't feel comfortable recording with. But next time, I definitely want to get some B-roll for y'all. I'll talk about that later, but let me continue doing this or I won't remember to get to it. So we did a bunch of trades. We got 4 trades done, and this, I believe, is my first trade. I traded, honestly, I don't remember what I traded stuff for. I was just like, get this out of my inventory. Whatever you want to trade, I'll trade with you. So that person also had articulate hands in there, and I wish I had something better to trade with him. And I think in the future, if I were to do Goblin Market again, I would do my discount table as a trade table as well. But that's something for future me if I ever decide to try to apply again. I don't know. There's just a lot. Markets are really hard to set up for. I'm not going to lie. And I think I understand why people want to get offline, or not offline, do most of their sales online. I get it, but that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about it later. I've never used one of these before, but everybody and their mom is using them now. I know there's holders for them as well. It smells like strawberry. It doesn't smell like artificial strawberry. I like the pink in it. It's very cute. We also got, after that, this little guy, this little coffin guy, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but oh, both sides are so pretty. I think it's resin is what they said. It's definitely going to be a trinkets thing. Maybe I'll leave it on this desk, maybe not. I'm not sure yet, but I know I'll end up using this. Let me put this away. My desk is getting messier by the second. Hold on. I didn't actually get to show you guys this ones because the weather really started picking up and I just couldn't. I mentally just was starting to melt down because, like I told you guys in the very beginning of this vlog, I do get overstimulated by the cold. Also, the fact that everything was blowing around. I'll tell you guys more about it. I keep on jumping around. I need to get through this. But to summarize that, the wind was starting to really affect my mental health. Getting back to this, I got this, I think it's Alistair. I watched a little tiny bit about what is it, Hasbin Hotel, and I know he's like the vintage guy, so I think it's very, oh, also he's Ace, which is like, damn, hello, this is me. Besides the point, I traded this for candy from a young person who drew it out themselves, and I didn't get to properly thank them because I was starting to get very overwhelmed. They were talking to me and I couldn't hear anything because, like, if you know anything about being overstimulated, all of your senses start going and you just get, well, me personally, I get angry and I either shut down, I can't hear anything. Like, I just, too many senses going on at the same time. Cute, cute, cute. I'm going to probably start a sticker book eventually because I get stickers all the time. And like, I want to support smaller artists, and most of them are just stickers. So, sorry, there's like a dot on here and I'm seeing my face and I thought it was something on my eye. I want to support small artists, but I don't have the money to support them for their bigger projects. So I think I want to purchase more stickers. Anyways, the next one, I think we traded a pumpkin for this one. Oh no, this one was a pumpkin, I think. And then this one was candy, maybe? This is Delibird, by the way. While we were breaking down, somebody came up to me and was like, hey, do you have anything for trade for Pokemon cards? I'm like, yes, me. I love Pokemon cards. And I specifically asked them if they had, Halloween Pokemon cards. They did not. They had some ghost types. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get one of these. But I ended up with Delibird instead because this reminds me of the Pokemon card that I had as a kid, and I don't know if this was a reprint or something. I'm not going to spend all the money I have to repurchase all those Pokemon cards. I know some of those Pokemon cards I had in that binder. So if you don't know the background story to this, it's that my mom is extremely religious, and because of that, and because of her punishing tactics, she made me throw everything away, all of my Pokemon cards away, because Pikachu's tail stood for the devil. And it was a punishment because apparently I did something wrong and I don't remember what it was, but that's how abuse works. So that was a really sad moment of my life. And I currently collect Halloween Pokemon cards because it's my way of regaining that portion of my life. This is still going to go in my Halloween Pokemon card binder just because it's really special. And I think this was one of the versions of Delibird I had as a kid. So that's all for trades and purchases. Let me tell you about the event after I clean up this room. Just a teensy weensy bit. To encourage me to stay focused, I'm going to try to crochet while doing this. I love this event. I feel absolutely terrible for having to leave early. I only ended up being open for like about 3.5 hours because it got so dangerous there. And it's not Goblin Market's fault at all. no way it's their fault. And they were very, very generous in allowing us to do what we did and not disqualifying us or punishing us. I don't know what the word is, but they were very kind in letting us leave early because of how dangerous it got. Wind gusts, I believe, got up to like 40 miles per hour, or maybe it was 35 miles per hour. And as I said, one of our neighbors' tents just blew off, and that was at the very beginning of the wind starting. And it's still kind of windy outside right now. It's only like 15 miles per hour now. And yesterday it wasn't supposed to end until like around 11 p.m. This was a storm. This was a windstorm with no rain. It was like a hurricane or a tropical storm with no rain. With it getting really dangerous and with my products just flying everywhere, I didn't feel comfortable staying open anymore. My booth neighbors also all felt like both sides were like, okay, this is getting too dangerous. We need to pack up and go. Because I think we all had something loose on our tables and it just wasn't worth it. So I'm very, very grateful that they allowed us to shut down early. This event, as I've stated, Goblin Market is a very queer-friendly event. I am so for their mission statement. I don't know if they have an official mission statement. If they do, you should check it out because I'm sure it talks about a lot of the things that I'm about to talk about. They are very queer friendly, as I've said. They are very community outreach. They do a lot of like outreach programs with churches too. And with those, it's a lot of clothing swap things. I just feel like that's something that we are missing as a community because we've been taught to like desocialize from each other as a general population, to just interact with each other at work and that's it. So I think this is just such a phenomenal outreach program in general. And I know the goal isn't just outreaching. Some of the people on their board also had market booths, and one of them specifically, Mitten Meat, was doing a like everything that you purchase today will go to one of the organizations up in, was it Minnesota? Sorry, like states are escaping me right now. A lot of people came by and they just admired, and that's all really I want. I love that I'm able to make money off of this because it is going to fund my yarn hobby and my sewing hobby and my actual making stuff hobby, because I do make stuff out of my materials. I just take a really long time because that's just how slow fashion works. Either way, I'm very, very grateful to be able to get my name out there and have people like appreciate my work, even though they're not purchasing. And I think that's the most important part, is getting my name out there, because at the end of the day, I want to be a fashion designer, and slow fashion doesn't mean fast money. You know, I mean, obviously it's slow fashion. So I am totally okay with my stuff taking longer and me like building up my inventory. Right now, I want to start focusing more on my shrugs because within the 3 markets that I've been in, I've sold 5. And luckily for me, I've already had them all made out, but I've sold 5 of them. People like my defrosting skelly shrugs, so I'm going to have to make more of those. A lot of people admired my shawls, even though it's not my own pattern. They admired those shawls, and I've been able to sell them before, so I think that's something I do want to keep bringing with me. A lot of people looked at them because it was cold. I think I mentioned this in my actual regular vlog, but I do have the advantage of being a garment maker, especially with crochet in colder markets. Although I don't want to do it again because this was a really scary market with the weather. I think it would benefit me to continue doing colder markets next year whenever it gets cold again. It's just how yarn works. Yarn is a cold weather type of thing, so I just have to get used to it, even though I'm extremely adverse to the cold. I do feel bad that I wasn't able to crochet while the market was going on. It just got really busy, which is fine. Like, honestly, I think it's a good sign. I'm just sad that I didn't get to, because I really didn't get far on this and I was hoping to get a little bit further. But it means that people are enjoying my work more, and I can't say no to that. That all being said, I'm very happy with where my market vlogs are going, and it's kind of tempting to do another one soon. But I also need to be aware, like, okay, first of all, this market taught my husband and I a lot of lessons. Cinder blocks are great, and they're actually really cheap, and I'm very grateful that the community leaders reached out to us and were like, hey, so the stuff you have might be 40 pounds, but the way that it's layered and stacked is not going to stay on. So I really suggest you guys getting cinder blocks. And they were so right in suggesting that. It was only like $6, like 2 something each cinder block. So it worked out fine. But the lessons that we learned is that those crates that I have on my booth work miracles. Oh, I got to send that copy of the link for my best friend because they are starting to go on their market journeys as an employee. They have a friend that's in the con scene with their art, and they've been traveling with them. I think their next one is Emerald City, which is incredible. It's a Washington State one, I believe. I'm excited to hear their reports back from that. I'm sure they're going to have a grand old time. Anyways, back to Goblin Market. I'm so grateful that my friends stopped by to help us keep the tent down. I don't think those cinder blocks would have kept everything down despite them being so heavy. We stacked as much as we could on it, but we had to start bringing stuff down, bringing the tent down. And then once we started bringing the tent down, all of my products started flying away. Everything that was inside the little cubes were great. They didn't budge at all. It was on the table that everything started budging. Like at one point, I was just getting so mad at everything. Like I wasn't mad. Like I wasn't visibly mad. I was just like frustrated. It was funny. Like I laughed almost the whole entire time. But if I had to stay until 6 p.m., I probably would have had a meltdown because I would have had to put everything. Oh, by the way, yeah, they changed the hours. It was supposed to be like 12 to 1 was the VIP hours. So the real hours like 1 through 7 p.m. But because of the gale force winds, they were like, hey, so we need to cut it a little bit short to allow people to go home early, allow our staff to go home early because this looks like it's going to be pretty bad. And they were right. Allowing us to leave early absolutely helped get me out of having a meltdown. My friends were holding down the tent the whole entire time because the wind just kept on going and going and going. And I felt terrible for them. I was like, hey, here's this electric hand heater. I hope this kind of helps. But like they were shivering the whole time. And I can't do this anymore. I can't allow them to be cold, to hold down my tent when I'm not paying them anything. They're just here to visit me. And I just feel terrible about that. It's not very fair that they're doing work for me. I can't do that. And on top of that, with all my stuff blowing onto the ground, there was a couple times where I was just like, I can't put this on display anymore because it's just going to keep on falling down and nobody's going to be able to see it. I'm frustrated. Nothing's going right. And I'm going to have a meltdown. I'm very, very lucky that they allowed us to go early to prevent that meltdown from happening. That would have been so embarrassing if I had a meltdown in public. And I haven't had a meltdown in public in a very, very long time. Thank you so much to the Goblin Market community for allowing that. I cannot thank you guys enough. I can't thank my neighbors enough for how kind they were the whole entire time. Like everybody was like so sweet, complimenting my art. And not only that, but like giving me tips, helping me with the tent. Like I'm just so grateful about the artist community, the local artist community, because I don't think I would see anything like that anywhere, really. Like, I'm just so lucky. I'm so freaking lucky that I've met the nicest people while selling my art. I'm just so lucky. I don't know what else I have to say because I keep on getting distracted. But all in all, this was a great market. I'm so happy that people want to patronize me. I don't know how else to say it. Thank you to anybody that supported me. Thank you for anybody that traded with me. Just thank you in general for everybody who is kind and loves each other. And like even the guests, the attendees were so kind. Like as soon as the person in front of me catty corner, as soon as their tent came tumbling down, like everybody was jumping in and helping them out and help them, because I think their tent actually ended up breaking. Everybody that was in the surrounding area jumped in to help them out. This is just such a nice community. I might cry about this because I just feel like I never grew up with a community, because I didn't grow up with a community. I was lonely a lot as a kid. So yeah, anyways, to prevent myself crying, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me if you supported me. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Fuck the system. I'll see y'all maybe in the summer for the next market. But if you want to watch my regular vlogs, feel free. Okay, bye!